Okay, everybody, today we're going to be talking about a brand new time signature. And this fun and exciting new time signature is called...
Hammer time.
No, sorry, MC Hammer of the early 90s. We're actually going to be talking about a time signature called Cut Time. And I promise it'll be every bit as rewarding as early 90s R&B and rap is. Okay, so cut time is represented by this symbol, and if we were going to rewrite this time signature into a normal time signature with two numbers in it, it would look like this, or 2-2. Okay, so cut time equals 2-2. They're the same thing. So what does 2-2 mean? The top number means that there's two beats in a measure, and the bottom number, like always, tells us what kind of note gets the beat. And is it a quarter note? Eighth note? Nope. This time it's a half note. Okay, half notes get the beat. That means that there's two half notes in every measure of 2-2, or cut time. Okay, so here we have a three-measure example in cut time. And the first measure is pretty straightforward here. Just two half notes. And remember, half notes are what gets the beat, so that's why that's beat 1 and 2. And then the second measure is a whole note. A whole note equals two half notes, which is why in this time signature it gets two beats. So it takes care of beat 1 and 2, which is why it's also all by itself in the measure. And the last measure starts with a half rest on beat 1. So you're resting for one beat, and then you come back in with a half note on beat 2. So all this is going to sound like this. And remember, every click you hear in cut time is a half note. Every metronome click is a half note, because half notes are the beat. 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 1, 2. That's it. So what I did now is I put the same exact notes below in, not in cut time, but in 4/4 time signature. Same notes, but it's going to sound different because the bottom number here is different. Now quarter notes get the beat, right? 2, ready, go. 1, 3, 1, 3. So even though we're using the same notes from example to example, it sounds different, and actually lasts for twice as long because now we're in 4/4 time signature, where the quarter note gets the beat. Each click is a quarter note. If I wanted to rewrite it in a time signature where there was a 4 on the bottom, where if I want to rewrite it where the quarter note got the beat, we would have to use 2/4, and it would look like this. If I were to re-perform either of these, they would sound the same. They both sound the same. Okay, so next, here we have a 4-measure example written out in 2/4 with the chord note getting a beat. And if I were to rewrite this to sound the same exact way in 2/2, it would look like this. Okay, so notice how the quarter note turned into half notes, eighth notes turn into quarter notes, quarter rests turn into half rests, eighth rests turn into quarter rests, so on and so forth. The rhythmic value went up by 1, and the next level up in each instance. And if I were to perform either of these, it would sound like this. 2, here I go. 1, 2, and 1, and 1. 1, 2, and 1, and 1. Again, down here, half notes are the beats. Up here, quarter notes are the beats. Alright, and one last example. Again, here we have a 4-measure example in 2/4 time signature, where the chord note gets the beat. And this time we're using 16th notes and some rhythmic patterns with 16th notes that we learned recently in another lesson. If I were to rewrite this in cut time, or 2/2, this rhythm would turn into this. Notice how now the 16th notes turn into eighth notes, right? Again, every rhythmic level goes up 1. Chord notes are now half notes, so on and so forth. Alright, and this is going to sound like this. 2, ready, go. 1, 2 E and a 1 and a 2. 1 E N and 1 E and a 2. 1, 2 E and a 1 and a 2, 1 E N and 1 E and a 2. Both examples sound the same, they're just written differently. Okay, so like always, come find me if you need extra help. And for the worksheet for this lesson, be ready to do one of two things. Either rewrite a 2/4 example into cut time, or show me two different ways to count the same rhythm, whether it's in cut time or 4/4 time. Okay, so again, if you need extra help, let me know. Good luck in the worksheet, and I believe this is the last lesson in level 2, so we'll see you all in level 3.